So I just finished working on some illustration at Panera here, and I really enjoyed it. But then also there's this reality of illustrating for like 5 hours straight where you're just like you're all jittery and stuff, especially with like this tiny little pen and ink illustration, this cross hatching that I'm doing, the style. It's just like you just want to like, I'm gonna go to the gym honestly and just move around a little bit right now because you also like thoroughly, it's a mind thing. You're investing so much energy and time into it. And I'm listening to a nice book called something, what is it? Reclaiming Happiness or something like that. It's pretty cool book to be listening to through Audible as I'm working on this illustration. And the illustration I'm happy with, and it's working really well. But like the reality is like your eyes get kind of strained after 5 hours of illustrating, and then your hands get kind of jittery. I'm drinking coffee, so I get kind of anxious slightly. So I got to be careful with how much coffee I drink. And then at one point, like you start to just like you have a certain amount of like ability to do this really well for a certain period of time, and then after that, like I come in, I'm self-conscious slightly, and I'm like kind of nervous about people looking at what I'm doing because there's like a getting into it, but then you build a momentum, and then it's enjoyable, and then you're really in your flow for a good 2 hours at least. And you feel like, oh man, come look at me, I'm doing great. And then towards the end you go back and you start to get out of it. There's like a peak, and then you go whoop all down, and then it's like, don't look at me, don't look at me, you guys, I'm terrible. Even though your stuff is probably pretty good, but you're super close to it, and it's kind of, you get anxious, and you know when you're at your point where it's like it's your saturation point too on the Audible book too. It's like there's so much as like a saturation point. It's like I'm done. That's it.